Hey everyone, welcome in. So today there is the last day. This is the last day before the Luminous launch. I know there was a big I wouldn't say controversy, but a lot of people that got it a couple days early, and there's some reviews and thoughts and things that have come out. And I have been trying to stay as much as spoiler free as possible. However, with the huge influx of negative thoughts and feelings, I think we do need to discuss the elephant seal in the room. So let's talk about some of the things that I've been reading. If you're wanting to stay as spoiler free as possible, don't want to know any of the mechanics, things that may have been added, things that may have been taken away, please skip through this video. I am not hurt, no feelings lost, no nothing. So if you don't want spoilers, please skip this video. Last call, last warning before I get into it. Um, so I was scrolling through Reddit last night, avoiding most of the spoiler marked things, but kind of reading what people are seeing that they're really disappointed about. And a lot of it is that everything that made, I wouldn't say everything, but a good 80% of what made Endless Ocean Blue World so special and so nostalgic for us is gone. And I don't know how to feel about that. Like, especially somebody who has played through it very recently, fell very hard in love with the series very quickly. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it with everything being yanked away. I can only imagine how it's going to feel for some of you who've been a fan of the series for so long and for unknowingly been wanting this for 14 years, finally getting it and seeing the hype fluctuate up and down. So I really wanted to chat with you guys about it. I'm curious about your thoughts. Um, some of the things that people, well, a person had said that are missing that they took out, or like the nine bell hub, so the island that you can go to, you can walk around, things to decorate as far as side quests. So just recently, like yesterday, as of recording this video yesterday, I was able to get like the campfire, I was able to get the telescope, I was able to get a lot of small things that you're kind of quality of life part of Blue World, and really immerse myself in the game. With these things taken out, I'm wondering how it's going to feel more immersive rather than just point and click. Like, it's giving me a lot of the same feelings of how I felt about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So, how they initiate group play, right? It's just like, oh, you want to do this? You go to one menu, go to another sub menu, choose from that menu, and then boom, there's multiplayer. It feels like they're implementing the same kind of style that Scarlet and Violet did, and I really hope that's not the case. Because after a few weeks, months, that excitement, that fun often becomes very dull. And I'm afraid if that is the main draw to Luminous, that it's going to be something that we're not excited for, right? It's going to be something that maybe will have a initial excitement because it's something new, something fun and different. However, I'm very certain that the excitement of that is going to burn out. Um, I would give it probably 4 to 5 months max for people that aren't getting it at launch to have fun and experience that want to group dive. But then after that, I think it's going to be very much so dead. And it feels very predatory to me in the sense that if this is the main draw of the game, which so far from what I'm seeing and reading, that the group diving is a big part of the game, right? That they're really doing that to push the Nintendo Online subscription. And for some people, that's not really feasible, right? For some, it may be, but not for everybody. So some people who purchase this game who have played the series in the past love the individual experience. Maybe they don't want to have a solely group experience or a solely group play. They want to be able to experience a story, experience the marine life, have that nostalgic feeling that most of us wanted that we had when we were kids, right? Um, it just it feels very predatory. It feels very crummy that they're wanting to push multiplayer, push sales for an online service, and not really invest in the story and world building itself. Now, I haven't played, I haven't read super into a lot of the spoilers. However, if that is the case, I'm going to be very disappointed. Like, I think I'll be genuinely sad. Um, I really don't know how to feel about it. And I feel like have had nothing negative to say for this series until now. And obviously, it's been an older series. I've played it in the last couple of months. But I think we all had higher hopes than for what's coming out so far. And like I said, it I could be wrong, and I really hope that I am, and I eat my words. I will hands down roll over and be like, I was wrong. I accept that, and I will be grateful that I was wrong because a lot of the changes that are happening that people are mentioning are not ones that we fell in love with, you know? With that being said, I wanted to scroll through some of the things that I've been seeing on Reddit. So, this is another spoiler warning just in case you made it this far and you don't want anything else. There may be some spoilers after this content. So, here's your warning. Here is everything going through. Um, I am going to share some. Oh, that was loud. That's Reddit. I want to scroll through the Reddit with you, chat about it. As we're going through this and as you're watching this video, please comment throughout what your thoughts are, what you think may happen, or if you agree with some of these people, because honestly, I'm kind of sad, you know, kind of sad to see it happen this way. All right, I'm in the Endless Ocean subreddit, as you can see. I'm scrolling through some like moderator comments. Some people are saying, "Oh, I'm still hyped. Like, I don't care what the reviews say. I don't care that they cut out a lot of the features of the first games. The first two games isn't good enough. We got an Endless Ocean game to begin with in the game series that we thought was completely dead." So some people are just super excited and grateful that the series was able to be revived after 14 years because it wasn't something that anyone really was expecting. Um, People going back to Blue World, they're like, you know, Luminous isn't seeming to be what I want it to be. So here we are back in Blue World. By the way, if you're wanting to go back and actually play it, you can play it the way I did. There have been people in this subreddit that tell you how to. So, like, for example, this person is screen sharing it from his computer to a 1080p screen and upscaling it with the Dolphin software, and it looks phenomenal. We'll get to like a short video of this person and how they've upscaled it. The big disappointment is I can't believe it. Let's actually click on it. I can't believe it, but I should have known from the trailers. Endless Ocean was everything to me when I was younger. It was why I was in college studying to be a marine biologist. So this really hurts. Like, I genuinely want to cry. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm also really shaky. This is so unfair to the community that is obvious they've put little effort into it. I was so happy and all of that was just zapped away. I think I'm mourning for what it could have been, and I'm sure many others are as well. I will be in pain for a while. And yes, while this is just a video game, it's something that people really wanted and were really excited about, and then it feels like was just yanked away from them, right? Like everything that they've loved and wanted is just now gone, which is really crummy. People are responding and saying, "Yeah, I knew something was off when the online mode was highlighted and saying, oh, it'll be 30 players." It's like I wanted an awesome diving game like the first Endless Ocean. Never played Endless Ocean 2, but not a bloody MMO style game, which I wonder how that would work out. Like, as, you know, I don't know. I feel like that would be really odd. So disappointed. Like, this really does feel like doom scrolling. I really hope that it's not as bad as everyone's making it out to be because my heart is like really sad right now. Endless Ocean Luminous review, a deep sea dive into endless frustrating monotony. Oh, look how they massacred my boy. Ugh. Sad to see that the fan base is let down. Endless Ocean hype cycle graph. Endless Ocean, like the Blue World for the Wii's here. Endless Ocean, the original. Dip down, dip down. We're back. Blue World, 15 years later. Ugh, it's so over. And then announced here again is like, oh, Luminous. Oh, the maps are revealed to be procedurally generated, which is much like Minecraft, where they have seeds and stuff like that. Which, on a side note, I feel like would make it a lot more difficult to find specific things. Like if you've been with me through my streams, you notice that a lot of my chat will kind of guide me and help me find certain things to help me experience certain legendaries. That will be almost non-existent in this game if all the maps are procedurally generated, which makes it kind of it makes it more sad to think about if people in the future are wanting to come back like I did and people are wanting to help them. So it makes it difficult and it makes it a lot less um, thrilling, I think. As we were getting more info, there was like a mixed state of excitement, and then the reviews came out, and everyone's feeling like, oh no, it's real. Like it's not going to be great. I was at this peak for quite a while, and I stayed at this peak while playing through the series. I'm really, really hoping that it's better than it's being made out to be. People saying, I'm genuinely really upset right now. I don't know how to feel. This is the video I was telling you about that somebody upscaled their computer. So they're streaming it from their computer and they maxed it out for 1080p and put it on a larger screen. And there is mods to be able to make it look phenomenal. And this game is from 2010, I believe. 2010. If it can be upscaled with modifications from people, there is no excuse why Luminous, who is being built by paid devs, unless they're being pressured to sell online memberships, which could be part of the case, there's no reason not to. Look at this. Like it's genuinely beautiful. That I don't yeah. So if you really want to have a good experience and aren't enjoying Luminous, go back to Blue World. There is a huge modding community that has done God's work and better than most of the actual developer work that, from what I'm hearing, Luminous is was made by. Um, and you could have a good experience. You know, there's no need for Luminous to be a crummy piece of work, you know. I haven't read this far. Endless Ocean, Luminous review, Splendid Switch Spelunking. So I think a lot of it is going to be just based off of exploring, which is what the game's base and core is, right? But with everything being procedurally generated, I think it'll be a little bit more hmm, sporadic what you find, where you find it. Actually, I think it'll be exactly that, just much more sporadic. And this is what kind of broke my heart. If this is really true, which honestly I don't think can be changed at this point, this is what Nine Ball Island is now. Instead of having an island that you can explore, add to, decorate, we get a main menu UI screen where you can either do a shared dive, a solo dive, or a story dive. And that's it. I don't know what the mystery boards are, but I really loved being able to walk on land, train my dolphins, chat with other NPCs that you find throughout the story, having Snorkel, which is, if you haven't played, the dog that you find in Blue World. All of that like is gone. The heart, the soul that made the game so real and majestic for me is going to be gone. And that fucking sucks. I don't know. It sucks. This feels really dramatic, but kind of funny. Endless Ocean fans right now. Yeah, not quite that dramatic. I'm just really disappointed. It's like when your mom is like, I'm not angry, honey. I'm just disappointed in you. That's exactly how I feel. I am disappointed. And then a Air National Guard ad. Yeah, and this is, look at this. It's great. It's so full of life and wonder and absolute nothing. God, I hope it's better than what everyone's making it out to be. Everyone's, it's so over. By now, I'm sure most of you have seen that the reviews for Luminous have started coming out and they aren't very glowing, perhaps. Personally, it seems that most of the main concerns are notably the lacking of story and focus on multiplayer have come into fruition, and I can't help but feeling let down. It is like they've brought back a franchise I never thought I'd be lucky enough to play again, only to remove the essence of everything in me that they fell in love with the Endless Ocean. I just don't understand the reasoning for making a weird photo version of the game that newer players find boring and older ones are dissatisfied with compared to missing features and heart from previous entries. Like I said, it feels like the heart and soul of the game have been sucked out of it. Like that sucks. That really, really sucks. My partner and I were talking about it this morning, And he said, I wonder, and this isn't just for Luminous, right? Like this Luminous is in the category of what we were talking about, but we started talking about Luminous and how everyone's kind of on the fence or even on the like other side of the fence are like, I don't like it right now. I don't like where it's going. And he mentioned to me, he said, I don't know what it is with this like generation of games, because we're millennials. So we're in our 30s, right? And he's like, I don't know what it is about this generation of games, but they seems like they're being built for people to be very simple. Like for people to just be point blank here to here, no exploration, no thought, no puzzles, nothing that challenges you. Like that aspect of gaming is gone. He's like, I've noticed in the last few games that I've played that I've really been excited for that there's no substance. That it's very simple. The same kind of simple over and over repeat style of gameplay. And he's like, it seems like that's being implemented in this game as well. And when he said that, I was like, wow, you're right. Like, if you simply compare what's coming out now and what everyone's initial opinions are of the game to Blue World, which came out 14 years ago, which again, that's a generation and a half of people, so to say, and games development, that there was a lot of exploration, critical thinking, um, puzzles, story, like substance to Blue World that seems like this game is going to be lacking, and a lot of games nowadays are from what we've experienced. If you've had any of those experiences, you feel the same way, let me know because I'm really curious to see if you've had those experiences and what game series or titles that have become that were really great that are now very lacking in substance and very um either monotonous or simple, just too simple for what they used to be. Let's keep going. Got the game early. Here's my review. It looks like there's a couple of people that have spoiler reviews. I'll leave it at that. I know feel like I've come across a lot of it. Are there shark sea creature attacks in Luminous? Oh, or any general hazards? I haven't heard of it yet or read of it yet. Obviously, again, game's not out, but for what I've been reading on the subreddit, um, I don't think there is, which was kind of intriguing. And it made it gave it a little more difficulty to make the game challenging instead of making it so simple and so easy. Can't vouch for it, haven't played the game yet. I was gonna buy a Switch for this game. Wow. Someone who was considering buying a Switch 7, almost 8 years into its lifespan, just for this game would have been huge. But because of all the reviews, it seems like this person isn't going to do that anymore. I am so sad and depressed about reading the reviews. It looks like it was truly a terrible game which does not deserve the beloved Endless Ocean name. I don't know how a game with so much love and heart put into it like Blue World could have had a sequel like this. I literally did. Ugh. Do you plan on returning the Switch? If not, there are a lot of good games out there that you can experience, so your purchase wasn't a waste. Yeah. Same. I'm glad I decided to wait. Same here. I've never been so disappointed to save money. Oh, I feel that. I'm going to buy it because I want to have that experience for myself. I want to make my own judgment. But I've very securely made the decision that I'm going to buy it physically because if I do not like it and I'm very disappointed, I'm going to be taking it back. And I am someone who does not typically buy physical games. Um, I just buy them digitally. So I feel like this is like a big moment, so to speak, for me, and coming to the realization that this may not be what I want. And that really sucks. I think many of the reviewers aren't actual EO fans, which may be messing with the reviews, especially got that feeling reading IGN's review. Yeah, actually says ignorant, so like ignorance review. Yet early players are saying how disappointing it is. The game is trash, end of story, blah, blah, blah. That could be it. It could be the vocal minority who have never played Endless Ocean series, and I'm really hoping that that's the case. Um, I really am. I, I feel like that's my last ditch effort of hope is hoping that this is just the vocal minority making a lot of noise over something that they didn't experience. But from what the Reddit is saying, people really who have experienced Blue World, who have experienced all the aspects and features and mechanics that were in it, notice that it's visibly lacking. Um, so I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it so far. This is my initial take on Endless Ocean Luminous before playing it. I will make a video, like a first impressions video once I play, give you my thoughts, and once I play through it, or at least I'm going to give it 15 to 20 hours before I make a final review. Like 15, 20 hours of gameplay. Let me make that clear. But I don't know where to go. I'm not sure how to feel. And for somebody that is still very much so in love with Endless Ocean Blue World, I want and hope for it to be the best game it can be. If not, I will be taking it back and pushing on with a different series. So I hope that this wasn't too gloom and doom for you all. I know that, at least on my channel, it's been like hype train, full speed ahead kind of mentality for Luminous. Um, that it really is a downer that the day before, couple days before, if we consider when people got theirs, that all of this is coming out. And what are your thoughts? What are you hoping for? Do you think a lot of this is just the vocal minority? Do you feel like people that are really dissatisfied with it, or even that reporters who are reporting on it before it's come out, are making people feel like it's something that is not going to meet expectations? Um, is it just tableau from tabloids? Like, I'm curious to what your thoughts are. I really would like to know what you're hoping for. Again, this is all before it's launched, so if you're seeing this after launch, maybe you can shed some light on what you would have liked to see implemented instead of what actually was implemented. Yeah, and until then, let's let's hope for the best, expect the worst. So then, in theory, our expectations won't be as dampened. I don't know. I feel like I'm already at the dampening point. Still gonna get it, still going to experience it, but I I'm at a stalemate. I think I'm definitely at a stalemate. I appreciate you guys coming. Again, sorry that it was not as bright, shiny, excited, full steam ahead as usually we are here, but let's be based in reality, right? Not everything's going to be perfect. Let's hope for the best. Even still, I really would love for you all to join me in my Discord, because one day, no matter what Luminous ends up being, I want to have a full party of 30 divers. If that is the main thing that they're selling for this game, by God, we are going to do it. And we can't do it without you. So please join my Discord. The link to my Discord is in my YouTube bio as well. If you're in Twitch, you can see it. It's in my Twitch bio. Click the link, accept the rules and blah, 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 that crap. And we will dive together. We will have 30 people diving at once. That is my goal. It's going to happen, and it will happen with you. So thank you guys so much again for joining. I hope you take care, have a good one, and keep your head up. It's got to really only go up from here, right? Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.